Now, today we want to talk about compatibility. You need to be compatible with the person you want to marry. You know how you struggle to put a square peg in a round hole? That's how you will struggle with someone you're not compatible. So this is a point you cannot overlook. All right? So let's begin with the physical compatibility. You need to be attracted to the person you want to marry. Yes, very, very important that you're attracted to him or to her. Someone said, marry your temptation. Yes, marry that person, that kind of person that tempts you. That person that when you see, you want to look again, you want to turn back and just look at the person and say, oh, this person looks good or whatever. You need to marry that kind of person. Why? Because just because you're married doesn't make you blind. You're going to meet people. You're going to find the kind of person that they are everywhere. So if you don't have that type of home, you tend to want to, you feel more comfortable with them because you're attracted to them physically. So physical attraction is important. At least like the person. Oh, we're not saying love at first sight. I don't say fall in love the first time you meet the person. Love is a big word. I don't want to go into that today. Okay? So, but at least like the person. Be able to, talk with the person, gist with the person. Be proud to say to my friend, this is my guy, this is my girl. You need to be proud of that. So physical compatibility is important. Okay, and then we'll look at spiritual compatibility. Are you guys believing in the same thing? Do you have the same belief system, the same value system? Do you believe in what I believe in? That is important because it's going to cause trouble in the home. If you believe this and I don't believe it, and I believe that and you don't believe it, it's important. This is why it looks as if some pastors believe you should marry from their church. If you're in this church, marry from this church. It's not because they don't want you to go out, but because they know that some people are so different. They are so different. So by the time you say, let's meet somewhere, let's marry, it's going to keep causing problems. You like to stand to pray. I don't believe in standing. You must lie down to pray. It can cause a major problem and people just pack their bags and say, I know they do it again. And they are gone. And I'm not joking. And something as simple as that, it could be, you say, okay, my children, when we sing, will we clap? I say, no, we don't clap hands in our church. How long are you going to do that? So it can be a major thing. So don't say it's not important. So that's where he wants to worship. Let him worship there. I worship my own. That's how it starts. It's not important. It's okay. By the time you get into it, that's when you know. Especially when the person is, let me use, for want of a better word, let me use fanatical. When the person is fanatical about some certain beliefs, you should be careful. Check again. Is this what I want? Even the fact that this person is really, really hot and this one is not hot, it can cause a problem. Because you like to pray, you love to pray, you come back, okay, and the person says, please, I beg. Every time the person they pray, just shift. And you're like, oh my God, it can just water down your zeal and everything. But you want to pray, she wants to pray. You want to study, she wants to study. You want to go for a meeting, she's like, let's go there. It makes life easy. Don't you want to have an easy, life that, you just slide? Not the one that you have to quarrel over everything. All right, we talked about spiritual compatibility and physical, also intellectual compatibility, mind, your mental you need to be able to talk on the same level, discuss on the same level. Not that she's down there and you are up there. And when you come and you can't relate with this person, say, no, I just marry her for the keeps. I'll marry her she's domestic, no problem. And then when you see your friends come, you tell her, please, can you go upstairs? Just stay upstairs. I don't need you around. Why? Because you can't have her talk when your friends are there. You can't have him speak. Mental capability. Are you on the same level mentally, intellectually? Sometimes, people ask me this question. He's a graduate. I'm not a graduate. Or I'm a graduate. He's not a graduate. Do you think? I ask you, can you discuss freely? Can you really talk? Have a conversation and it's flowing? If it is, because there are people really that they didn't go to a university per se, but they are, they're exposed, they are intellectually sound, so they can flow. But when you can't even have a normal conversation, I don't know if you've been there. I worked with people like that, and I'm like, okay, I can't wait to go home. Let me just close and go home, because you're saying this, and the person is completely not getting what you're saying, and you want to live with that for the rest of your life? I don't think so. Okay, so then we even look at emotional compatibility. That's where we come to talk about temperaments. Temperament, the topic of temperament is something we need to have a discussion of its own. But I'll just leave that to you for now. Read up books on temperament. There are temperaments that don't go. can't put a sanguine and a sanguine together. You guys are in trouble. It can be a problem, major problem. Okay, because you are doing the same thing. He's jumping your jump. Nobody's holding the other. But when you put a sanguine and a melancholy, as you're jumping, it's calming you that say, guy, calm down. It's not be like that. It cannot continue like that. You know what I mean? So you see, all of these things are things people just overlook and say, it doesn't matter. You fling, you just jump into your, and then, then are we going to talk about your, it's under physical, okay, when you talk about your genotype and all of that, please, I beg you in the name of Jesus, use your faith for some other things and believe God for bigger things. You need to build bigger houses. You need to travel the world. You need to affect more lives. So let your life, don't waste your time faithing the fact that you want to just have a sound baby. You don't want to know what these children go through when they come out as SS, as a sickle cell child, anemic child. It's stressful. It can put a lot of strain on the parents and the child. Don't put them through that. If you have faith and you think you have faith, use your faith to change your genotype. Of course, it's happening every day. God is changing people's genotype every day. So if you know you really want to go that way, then use that faith, put it to work and get that genotype changed. Become an AA. Then fine, it's okay with me. But don't say, work it out. Work it out. She's AS and an AS, and you, or maybe she's even SS and you are AS. No, please. These are the things we are talking about. Because of time, we'll stop here for today. All right. I'd like you to join me some other time for other episode. You need to get the whole of it, put them all together so you can understand where we're coming from under this topic, choosing principles of choosing a life partner. My name is Christy Alexander. Remember, this is Heart Matters on Super Chino Christian Network. I'd like to have you some other time. Bye for now.